welcome back to the channel. Award season is upon us. We are getting Golden Globe nominations on Monday, December 8th, so I thought I would sit down and attempt to predict the film categories. By the time this video goes up, we will either already have the Critics' Choice nominations or we are about like a day away from those. Also a big precursor, but just due to time, I'm only going to be predicting the Golden Globe nominations, but we'll predict Critics' Choice when the actual ceremony happens. We don't really have a lot to go off of, so this could be very wrong. Who knows? Who's to say? But we're gonna give it the old college try. We're gonna kick it off with Best Score. For my nominees, I have The Testament of Anne Lee. This has a big old asterisk next to it though, because I'm not sure what they're gonna do because a lot of it is adapted from hymns, so I don't know. At number 5, I have Marty Supreme. 4, Frankenstein. 3, Hamnet. 2, One Battle After Another. And number 1, I have Sinners. Sinners and One Battle feel kind of a lot for score at this juncture. Next up, we have Best Non-English Film. That is the name of the category for the Golden Globes. In the 6th slot, I'm going Sound of Falling. Number 5, we have The Voice of Hind Rajab. 4, I'm going with No Other Choice. 3, Sentimental Value. 2, The Secret Agent. And 1, It Was Just an Accident. Honestly, Just an Accident and Sentimental Value feel all but locked. Secret Agent I have pretty high, but I feel like they're really gonna go for it. I feel like the Hollywood Foreign Press is gonna go for this. Best Animated Feature, we've got Elio. I know Elio didn't have like the most successful run for a Pixar movie, but I think they're gonna want to bring a Pixar film into this. 5, I have Scarlet. 4, Little Amelie or the Character of Rain. 3, Arco. 2, Zootopia 2. And number 1, K-Pop Demon Hunters. Zootopia 2 and K-Pop Demon Hunters are like the locks in this category, and after the booming box office performance of Zootopia 2, I can see it putting up a real fight up against like the cultural phenomenon that is K-Pop Demon Hunters. I'm recording this Friday, November 28th, and we still don't have the final opening weekend numbers for Zootopia 2, but they're looking massive. Next category is Best Film Screenplay. For some reason, the Golden Globes do not split this. It is just one screenplay category, which always makes it very interesting. In that 6th slot, I have Marty Supreme. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Sinners. 4, Sentimental Value. 3, It Was Just an Accident. 2, One Battle After Another. And 1, Hamnet. I think we have a good mix of original and adapted, but again, like, it's so bizarre that they don't do the split like every other award show. It makes a very interesting time. Next up, we've got Best Film Director. In that number 6 slot, I am going Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein. I know we have a different like Golden Globes entity, but I do think they like to get the stars in there, and I do think they like Guillermo del Toro. I think he's a big name to get in there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they nominated him. I also feel like in terms of like the larger awards conversation, he is like right outside that 5. He is bubbling right under, so I don't think it's not an option. At number 5, I have Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident. Number 4, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. 3, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. 2, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. And 1, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another. We are now heading into the acting categories, starting with the supporting categories. For some reason, they don't split the supporting acting categories by genre either, so keep that in mind as I go through them. For Best Film Supporting Actor, I have Adam Sandler, Jay Kelly. I'm not sold on Adam Sandler being like a major threat in this category, especially given kind of how crowded it is, but I do think if he's going to show up, it is the 6th slot at the Golden Globes. They will definitely get him in there, and this could be a good time for him to like shine and kick that campaign into high gear. At number 5, Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. I think he can do it. I think he's got all the right momentum going into this. 4, Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another. 3, we have Paul Mescal for Hamnet. 2, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and my most locked is Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. For Best Film Supporting Actress, the 6th slot really proved a conundrum for me. We could go a number of options. There's so many films with 2 different women competing for slots. A lot of people are probably going to put Amy Madigan in there. I am not. I don't really buy the awards hype. I said it in my initial acting predictions video. I don't think it's impossible, and I will eat my words, but I really think she has to like clean up if she's going to be a major contender, especially given that Weapons isn't going to be like a player in other categories. So I'm going with Regina Hall in that 6th slot. She is someone else I'm kind of considering to be like right on the cusp. I think she has a great narrative, as I mentioned in my other predictions video, and she is a big name. They love to get big names in that room, and that doesn't hurt her. Speaking of big names, I have Gwyneth Paltrow from Marty Supreme in the 5th slot. In my 3 and 4 slot, I've got the sentimental value girls. We've got Inga Ibsdottir, Lilias, and Elle Fanning. 2, I've got Tiana Taylor, One Battle After Another, and 1, I've got Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good. I definitely do think, given Wicked's reception, Ariana Grande isn't as like far ahead as like the front runner anymore, but I do still have her in there, especially at the Globes. I think this is like a place where she could shine. We're moving into the comedy musical category, starting with Best Actor. Number 6 slot, I have Daniel Craig for Wake Up Dead Man. Number 5, we've got Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon. 4, George Clooney for Jay Kelly. 3, Jesse Plemons for Begonia. 2, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. And number 1, Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. Pretty stacked category this year, honestly, with even both actress and lead actor. A lot of the heavy players are coming from the comedy musical side of things, which I feel like drama tends to dominate more. And I'm going to be very interested to see who proceeds on as we start to like funnel them all into one category. For comedy musical actress, we've got Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue. This is absolutely something they would do. They gave her a nomination for that Sia movie a couple years ago too. Like, I definitely think she can show up there. I don't think she is a major player to win. That whole Oscar campaign where they were like, she's gonna win, is very silly to me. This is where she would show up award-wise. Number 5, it's Amanda Seyfried for The Testament of Anne Lee. 4, Chase Infinity, One Battle After Another. 3, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yes, she's going in comedy for this movie. Number 2, Emma Stone, Begonia. And number 1, Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good. Again, Wicked for Good didn't have as hot reception as its predecessor, but I do think like the comedy musical category is like prime time for Cynthia Erivo to shine. I don't know that she'll win it, but like I feel pretty good about her getting in there, and that's why she's number 1. I have no idea who's gonna win yet. I need to just like wait and see. And then for Best Picture, Comedy or Musical, this might be a long shot, but I have The Testament of Anne Lee at number 6. 5, Wake Up Dead Man. For number 4, I have Begonia. 3, Marty Supreme. 2, Wicked for Good. And 1, One Battle After Another. Moving along into drama, we've got Daniel Day-Lewis for Anemone. This movie kind of came and went, but it's Daniel Day-Lewis. We need to fill those slots. I can see it. Number 5, we've got Dwayne Johnson, The Smashing Machine. Another movie that came and went, didn't get glowing reviews, didn't light up the box office, but there are slots, there are spaces. I think he could get in there. I definitely wouldn't count on seeing him much longer as soon as like both genres start merging into one and they lose the 6th slot. But for now, yeah. Number 4, Joel Edgerton, Train Dreams. 3, Jeremy Allen White for Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. I really think his Oscar path is pretty donezo, but I do think, again, because a lot of the heavy hitters are in the comedy musical category, minus the 2 names I'm about to name next, he has room to wiggle in here. Number 2, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. And number 1 is Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. I really think this has the clearest path for him to win it. I know I was just saying I need to wait and see, but I really think he could surge through and take it, and it would be a nice launching point for the rest of his campaign. For Best Film Drama Actress, I have in number 6 slot Sydney Sweeney, Christie. I don't think this is like a legit contender. I don't think that Oscar path is feasible, but there is a 6th slot. The categories are split. There's room for her. She's a buzzy name. You get it. 5, Julia Roberts, After the Hunt. 4, I have Tessa Thompson for Hedda. 3, Jennifer Lawrence, Die My Love. 2, Renata Reinsve for Sentimental Value. And 1, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. And then Best Picture Drama, I'm going with Avatar, Fire and Ash at number 6. I don't know how they're going to respond to this movie. I know it's going to do well, but like I'm a little unsure, specifically in the precursors, given that it's like the 3rd film in this franchise. But we'll see. I don't have any reason to doubt it. Some people are making me really second guess myself though. Number 5, Frankenstein. 4, It Was Just an Accident. 3, Sentimental Value. 2, Sinners. And 1, Hamnet. I would also just say as a caveat, I know I didn't do that with every category because it would have taken way too long. I do think The Secret Agent could sneak on in there over, I would say, like Avatar. I really think it's possible. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me everywhere because I'm going to be covering award season all season long. We're going to be doing updated Best Picture predictions once we get these nominations locked in. I'm going to be regularly updating Oscar predictions as we get more and more precursor information. And we're getting into like the end of the year, so my favorite performances, my favorite movies of the year, you won't want to miss it. So do all the things you're supposed to do with a YouTube video, please. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me everywhere, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.